This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to the home of the Wells Fargo Championship, where the likes of Rory McIlroy, Ricky Fowler, and long-hitting J.B. Holmes have all won. It was first opened for play in 1961. It has really grown through the years, and it is now played by the best in the world. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the golf course. Now over to the sixth hole. Early in the round, still holding steady, even par on the day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So they get it to 2 under with that birdie. Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5 7th.
And a 6, and a 7, and an 8, or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on, do you go for this par 5 and 2? It's not overly long, just over 530 yards. It is very tempting.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. See if he can give his round a real big boost. This putt is for eagle.
Oh, what an eagle.
Crowd's going wild out there. This place is absolutely buzzing right now. Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par 4s, like the 8 here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think the reward for hitting a driver is try and sort of aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop. Just stand still for a second. Almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Frank, this is a really good way to finish out the front side here at Quail Hollow. 495-yard par 4.
Yeah, it's the longest par 4 at Quail Hollow. Some say it might be the toughest. I'm not quite in that camp. And the reason why, that green slopes in from both sides, the left and the right. But you can see why good drivers have done well here, because there's a big reward for thumping a big, long, straight drive down here.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Good swing, good shot yet again. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second shot here at the par 5 10th. Chance to make something happen. He's hit it very close, and he will have that, Frank, for an eagle.
Amazing how quickly the round changes. He'll quickly pick up 2 shots on the field.
Moves to -8. Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
There's 2 really. That left bunker off the tee. It's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. And we welcome you to one of the most popular golf courses on the PGA Tour. It is Quail Hollow. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Frank, it is just starting to heat up out on the golf course. Fans are streaming in, anticipating a highly contested event with the best golfers in the world.
One reason the fans love this course so much, Rich, the green mile. It's fine to have a good golf course, but it's got to have a great finish. It's got a great finish, then it becomes a great golf course. Quail Hollow has that great finish of 16, 17, and 18.
That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5 7th.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that is well on the cards.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Count that for eagle. Frank, I love a drivable par 4. In the modern power game, it really adds an element of excitement. And here we go at the 350-yard par 4/8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, wow, I can't believe you found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Out of the short par 4/8 here at Quail Hollow, just 350 yards. Frank, players can lay it up and just hit a little baby wedge into the green, but why not go for it in one, try to make something happen?
I think both plans work well, Rich. This is one of those holes, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. If you're going to lay it up, lay it up. If you're going to go for it, just aim at that tree and hit it down there. Just take your medicine.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. Always take that. Good par putt right there. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. What a great shot.
We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway. Frank, what's the right play here on the 10th?
Favor the left side. Everything will slope towards the right. Just be careful that grass bunker, sort of front right. The ball will sort of come a long way down to the front edge of the green.
Down, lay down. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Clean this up with a tap. Good putt. Now to the par 4 11. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's an interesting hole, Rich, and I'm curious to see how aggressive players will play here today. The easy way, obviously, is just hit it down the right side and set up a nice second shot with a short iron. Or the most fun way is to take the big stick out and try and bite off as much of that corner as you choose. But be prepared to pay the price should it not come off.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with two very solid rounds. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. What really sets Quail Hollow apart here at the Wells Fargo Championship, the brutal finishing stretch. They call it the Green Mile, and we are excited to bring you all of the tournament action. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Great line. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. And from the fairway for his second shot here. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Safely aboard. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Frank, on this backside at Quail Hollow, a player does have a good chance to get off to a good start with that par 5 10th and now relatively short par 4 11th, where a player with a good drive could stick a short iron in their hands.
Yeah, this is one you're going to have to make a decision. You can just play this as a straightforward dogleg left par 4 and hit a 3-wood or a long iron up there and 9-iron or something like that into the green. Or, if you want it, you can try and blast a drive around the corner. I don't know if that's the more prudent play, but it's fun.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. He's made it. Par 4 12th here at Quail Hollow, 456 yards. Frank, break it down for us.
Well, there's no fairway bunkers either side, so you feel like there's nothing to work the ball off, and consequently, it's very easy to sneak it in the rough on the left or the right, and then that makes that second shot so much more difficult going up the hill. This is one hole that you have to pick a line on. You really have to know your line off the tee. There's a nice big tree down there in the distance. That's the one you want to work it off.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Boy, this is a challenging second shot here to the par 4 12th.
It's almost like two greens, Rich. That ridge that goes through the middle about the halfway point, 18 to 20 yards. Anything over that will kick on, and anything short of that runs back to the front.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we are at the par 3 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well, that hurts. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Well, now we come to the really interesting 345-yard par 4 14th. Frank, I'm thinking that if you're leading, you're probably not going to try to drive this and take on the risk with the water on the left. But if you're behind, you have a chance to make up some ground.
Yeah, I have it written in my yardage book, Rich, on this hole. Only good and bad things happen with a driver. Nothing in between.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot.
It's no snack though.
I don't know, maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. In for birdie. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Thanks for joining us here today in Charlotte, North Carolina for the final round of the Wells Fargo Championship. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Well, if history has a chance of repeating itself, remember those great closing rounds by Rory McIlroy? That 62, that was one of the best rounds ever shot that year, back in 2010. And of course that playoff too, Ricky Fowler back in 2012. We actually beat out then world number one Rory McIlroy with that stunning drive down the finishing hole and brilliant wedge to a tight flag. This golf course, it can give it, it can take it away, but for us, from where we're sitting, Rich, we'll enjoy the view today.
No doubt about it. Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well. Well read.
Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. A little uphill to this green, Frank.
is a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
What an outstanding shot that was.
Got the right result, too. It's just a tap-in.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Mark that as a birdie on the card. Frank, I think the mark of a good golf course design, changing directions. We go from a right to left hole, now at the 12th, to a left to right hole.
Yeah, there's no two holes at Quail Hollow that look the same. And this one's slightly downhill. Fairway tilts a little bit to the right. And it's a bit of a sleeper. And plus you add in on top of that 450 yards plus. This is a fairway that has to be hit.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Now to the par 3, 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. There's a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that tee shot right bang in the middle.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that second shot. Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Getting set now over the putt. Good putt. Well, Frank, as we arrive at the par 4 14th, just 345 yards, our players no doubt are looking for a little advice from a guy who's been there. You've done it at the highest level. What's the right play here?
Rich, after all these years, I think it's like a modified tee shot. And what I'm going to say with that is like a strong 3-wood, something that pitches around 270 and kicks 30 or 40 yards, finishes up about 20 yards short of the green. I think that's the best ploy. You won't be able to get at all the flags, but I think you'll play the hole under par for the week.
When's the right time to pull out the big driver and have a go at this green?
I don't think there is, but maybe you at home should try.
He can make eagle right here.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards. Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour. Good-looking shot right here.
Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. Now teed up at the 15th hole. It is the final par 5 here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards. And Frank, I remember this hole well. McIlroy stiffed a 5-iron on his way to making eagle, his first PGA Tour win. That came back in 2010.
And the opportunity exists again here. Under 600 yards, plays downhill off the tee. Those two bunkers on the right are perfectly situated. That second one about 310 yards to it. So something straight at that one with a little draw will set up that mid-iron or long iron that has to be hit very high and uphill.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just 2 holes remaining here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the signature par 3. 221 yards, the 17th.
And they have a multitude of tees here. One of the new back tees is actually where the old 16th green was, and play, then that won't work either because right's not that much good. This is it. Stand on the tee and you better hit a good shot.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. And knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And he has it for birdie. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
And he's made it onto the green now. This is to win the Wells Fargo Championship. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, year in, year out, the Wells Fargo Championship is one of the best on the PGA Tour. This year, it didn't disappoint.
No, it didn't. For a number of reasons, really. The quality of the field, Rich, but more importantly, from my point of view, the quality of the golf. Quail Hollow extracts the best out of a player. It demands it. And we saw that today.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long. Until next time.